7 things you must do in the first 3 minutes of a heart attack after 60. You never think it'll happen to you. 1 minute, you're sitting in your favorite chair, the next, your chest tightens like a fist. You're over 60, you're alone, and time is suddenly the enemy. In that moment, your life depends on what you do, and how fast you do it. This isn't just a video. This is a survival plan, for the most critical 3 minutes of your life. 1. Recognize the silent alarms before it's too late. It doesn't always feel like the movies. There's no dramatic collapse, no cry for help. Often, it starts with a strange pressure, like someone resting a heavy book on your chest. You may feel discomfort in your neck, jaw, back, or arms, or simply a sudden wave of fatigue. Your body whispers before it screams, and in those whispers lie your only warning. Pay attention. The body always tells the truth, even when the mind doesn't want to listen. For seniors, especially over 60, heart attacks often arrive disguised. You might feel short of breath doing something simple, like getting out of bed. Or break into a cold sweat, even though the room isn't warm. Nausea, dizziness, and sudden anxiety can all be part of the storm. And sometimes, it just feels like heartburn, the cruelest deception of all. These symptoms may come and go, making you think, I'll wait a little longer. But time is not on your side. 3 minutes can be the line between recovery and regret. You don't need certainty. You need courage to act, even when doubt creeps in. Better a false alarm than a missed chance. Because a false alarm can be survived. But a silent heart attack, ignored, might not give you a second try. Your first job is to know your enemy. And it doesn't always knock loudly. It sneaks in quietly, hoping you'll brush it off. Hoping you'll wait too long. Don't give it that chance. Your body is trying to save you, don't silence its cry. Recognizing the signs early isn't panic. It's wisdom. It's what survivors do. Because the ones who make it through, are the ones who listen. Think back, have you ever had a moment where you just didn't feel right? Don't ignore those moments next time. They're not weakness. They're warning lights. You've lived long enough to trust your instincts, especially when your heart is on the line. And in that moment, when something feels wrong deep inside, don't second guess it. Recognize it. And take the next step that could save your life. 2. Call for help without wasting a second. The clock is ticking, not just in minutes, but in heartbeats. When the pain begins, every second that passes could be closing a door. It's not the time to be brave. It's not the time to wait and see. Your first act of survival must be calling for help, without shame, without delay. This is not weakness. This is the beginning of strength. Pick up the phone. Dial your emergency number, 911 in most countries. Don't call your daughter. Don't call your neighbor. Don't post online. Call emergency services directly, because only they can reach you fast enough. Their training, their speed, their equipment, that's what you need now. Every delay brings the heart closer to damage it may never recover from. If your phone isn't nearby, get to it, even if you must crawl. Don't worry about how you look. Don't try to tidy yourself up. Nothing matters more than that call, it is your lifeline to tomorrow. And if you've ever hesitated to bother someone, remember. The people who love you would rather lose sleep than lose you. Once you've called, stay on the line if possible. Let the dispatcher hear your breathing, your voice. They can guide you through the steps, keep you conscious, and send help faster. Their calm may become your anchor in a storm that threatens to take everything. Let them speak. Let yourself be helped. If you have a medical ID, keep it nearby. If you've written your medications down, grab the list. Anything that helps them help you faster, use it. But do not waste time searching. The call comes first, above all. Even if you only manage to say, "Heart, help, please," that may be enough. Help will know how to find you, but only if you call. Some seniors fear being taken away alone, fear the bills, or losing independence. But there is no independence without life. No dignity in delay that ends in silence. You are not a burden. You are a human being, loved and needed. And no system, no pride, no fear, should be allowed to cost you your life. The strongest people ask for help when they need it. That's not weakness. That's survival. Practice now. Imagine it. Visualize reaching for your phone, dialing the number, speaking clearly. Because when panic hits, your hands might shake, but your mind will remember. And in those moments, your preparation becomes your power. You can't control the pain, but you can control your response. And calling for help is the most powerful response of all. 3. Take aspirin immediately if you can swallow. Some people survive a heart attack not because they were lucky, but because they acted fast. And one of the simplest, most powerful actions in those early moments is reaching for a small, ordinary pill, aspirin. Not fancy. Not expensive. Just one low-dose tablet could mean the difference between life and death. But only if you take it quickly enough. Aspirin works by thinning the blood, slowing the clot that may be blocking your heart. It doesn't cure the heart attack, but it buys you time, precious, golden time. If you can swallow, chew the tablet slowly. Let it dissolve under your tongue if needed. The goal is to get it into your bloodstream as fast as possible. This is your chemical lifeline, use it with the respect it deserves. Keep the aspirin in a place you won't forget. Beside your bed. Near the phone. In your wallet or next to the TV remote. Wherever your hand naturally goes. Don't store it in a high cabinet, or a place that takes effort to reach. Because when pain grips your chest, even standing might be a struggle. Accessibility is not convenience, it's survival. Only take aspirin if you are not allergic, and if a doctor has not told you to avoid it. If you have stomach ulcers, blood disorders, or certain medications, aspirin might not be safe. But if your doctor has said it's okay, take it immediately when symptoms start. Don't wait for certainty. Don't ask, is this serious enough? It's better to be wrong and alive, than right and gone. Let this be part of your personal emergency plan. Call 911 first, then take aspirin, not the other way around. Don't waste time searching for water, it's okay to chew it dry. And don't take more than one regular tablet unless a doctor tells you to. In this case, more is not better, but faster is. So many seniors keep aspirin in their homes, but not within reach. They mean to prepare, but forget to take that final step. So take it now. Today. Put a few in a labeled container, in plain sight. Tell your spouse, your children, your friends where it is. This tiny act of readiness could be the most loving thing you ever do for yourself. If you're ever unsure what to do, remember this. Aspirin doesn't ask questions. It just gives your heart a fighting chance. You don't need to understand the science to respect the power. Just remember the steps, feel the pain. Call for help. Take the aspirin. Then sit, and let the medicine, and your courage, carry you forward. You've swallowed many pills in your life. But this one could let you see tomorrow. So treat it like treasure. Not with fear, but with quiet reverence. Because in that moment of crisis, something so small, so familiar, might be the reason you get to hug your grandchildren again. And that makes it more than medicine. That makes it a miracle. 4. Stay calm and sit or lie down safely. Panic is a natural response, but in a heart attack, panic is the enemy. Your heart is already under stress, struggling to keep rhythm, to keep going. Fear adds fire to the storm, speeding your pulse, tightening your chest. In that moment, what your heart needs most, is for you to be still, and breathe slowly. Because calm isn't just comfort, it's survival. As soon as the pain begins, and after you've called for help and taken aspirin. Find a safe place to sit or lie down, preferably on the floor with your back supported. Don't try to walk around. Don't climb stairs. Don't try to make the bed. This isn't the time to be strong, this is the time to preserve strength. Let your body use every ounce of energy to protect your heart, not your pride. If you're sitting, lean slightly forward, not slouched, and keep your knees bent. If you lie down, raise your knees slightly with a pillow under them if possible. The goal is to reduce strain on your heart and lungs. Avoid lying flat on your back, especially if you're short of breath. Position matters more than you realize when your heart is fighting for you. Breathe gently. Slowly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're religious, this may be a moment for prayer. If you're not, try repeating calm thoughts. Tell yourself, help is coming. I'm okay. Just stay still. These quiet affirmations, said softly, can slow the racing panic in your chest. They can give you back a sliver of control when everything feels uncertain. Avoid looking at the clock. Time will pass either way. Focus only on the next breath, and the next one after that. Don't try to open the door. Don't try to get dressed or make yourself presentable. The people coming to help care about one thing, that you stay alive. And the more you remain still, the better they can help you when they arrive. This moment may feel endless, but remind yourself, you've lived through worse. You've faced battles in life no one even saw. This is just another hill. Stay grounded in the present, not the fear. Fear will scream. But you must whisper back with stillness. Because fear doesn't get to decide the ending. You do. If you're alone, don't fear the silence. Let it become your shield. Let it be the space where your breath returns to steadiness. There's power in that quiet, power your heart desperately needs. And when help arrives, let them find you calm, alive, and ready. Ready for another chapter. Because this moment is not the last. So remember this, panic is a thief, it steals oxygen, energy, hope. But calm is a gift. And you can choose it, even in fear. And when you do, you give your heart the fighting chance it needs. You give yourself time. You give yourself tomorrow. And in the end, that's the most courageous thing of all. 5. Unlock the door or make a way for paramedics. You've called for help. You've taken aspirin. You're breathing slowly in a safe position. But there's one more silent act of survival. Something so simple, yet so often forgotten. If you can still move safely, unlock your door. That one small action could save the emergency team seconds, or even minutes. And in a heart attack, every second is a door swinging between life and death. Imagine help arriving, sirens near, but no one can reach you because the door is locked. They'll break it if needed, but that takes time, creates delay, and adds chaos. If you can reach the lock without strain or risk of falling, do it. Then return to your chair or floor. Lie back down. Breathe. Wait. You've cleared the path for help to find you, don't underestimate what that means. If you live in an apartment building, have a note or system that lets EMS in. Keep a spare key with a neighbor you trust. Use a medical lockbox if you live alone. You can even place a visible card on your door that says, "Emergency access inside." Little things like these, planned ahead, become lifelines when your hands are trembling. A locked door might seem minor, until it becomes a wall between you and survival. If you're unable to stand, or the pain is overwhelming, do not force yourself to reach the door. Safety comes first. No movement is better than a dangerous one. But if the door is nearby, and your body allows it, do it gently and with purpose. Even cracking it open, just a few inches, could mean everything. You're not just opening a door, you're opening a way back to life. It may feel strange, in the middle of a crisis, to think of something so domestic. But when your heart is screaming for help, making way for help to reach you is wisdom. You don't need to speak. You don't need to explain. Just make a clear path. The medics know what to do, all you need is to let them in. And once they're with you, let go. Let yourself be held by the hands trained to save you. Some survivors later say, I barely remember doing it, but I'm so glad I did. Because when the pain makes your mind foggy, small actions feel huge. That's why we prepare now, while you're calm, while you're clear. Put reminders near your door. Make it part of your emergency habit. Because in a moment when you can do almost nothing, this is something you can do. And if you live with others, teach them this step too. Let your spouse, your children, your caregiver know, the door must be unlocked. It's not about being polite. It's about survival. Because the fastest ambulance in the world is useless behind a locked door. So unlock it, and let your will to live be the first thing they see when they walk in. 6. Use a speakerphone or medical alert if you can't move. Sometimes the pain is too much. Your arms feel heavy. Your vision blurs, and the world feels like it's slipping away. You want to move, to reach the phone, to call someone, but your body won't let you. In that terrifying stillness, you must remember, you are not helpless. There are tools made for this moment. And if you've prepared, you can still reach them. If you're holding your phone, switch to speaker mode immediately. Lay it beside you. Let your hands rest. You don't need to hold it against your ear, just speak. Just breathe. The dispatcher can hear you, guide you, and track your breathing. This small act saves strength, and saves time. If your phone is out of reach, but you wear a medical alert pendant or wristband, press it. Press it without hesitation, without fear of being dramatic. This isn't overreacting. This is the exact moment those devices were made for. One press connects you to help, alerts loved ones, and sends your location. It's a lifeline that speaks when your voice cannot. Technology can feel overwhelming. But survival doesn't need complexity, just preparation. You don't need a fancy app or a dozen buttons. A simple medical alert, tested monthly and worn daily, is enough. It's not weakness to wear one, it's wisdom. And in moments like these, it may be your only voice. Tell yourself now, if the pain hits, I will not waste energy shouting. I will not crawl or risk falling. I will reach what I can, and use what I have. Whether it's speakerphone, voice command, or a one-touch alert, I will act. Because every moment I stay conscious is a chance to be saved. And I deserve that chance, fully, and without shame. If you don't have such a device now, consider getting one. Not later. Not when things settle down. Now. Because heart attacks do not send invitations. They come in silence. And leave devastation unless we are ready. Readiness is not fear. It is love, love for your life, and those who love you. Let this point be a promise you make to yourself today. I will not be caught unprepared again. You've lived too long, survived too much, to be left alone in your time of need. Your tools should serve you. Your technology should protect you. And if you've ever felt embarrassed to wear that button, let that feeling go. Because the one time you truly need it, you won't care what it looks like. You'll care that it works. And when it does, and help arrives, and breath returns, you'll thank yourself for being wise. Not lucky. Not blessed. Just wise, and ready. 7. Focus your mind on one simple thought, stay here. When the pain sharpens and the world begins to fade. When every second feels like a distant wave pulling you farther out to sea. You must hold on to something stronger than fear. Stronger than doubt. Stronger than pain. And that something, is a thought. A small, steady whisper, stay here. In that sacred moment between panic and peace, you must choose presence. You may not be able to move your body, but you can command your mind. You can repeat it, slowly, like a prayer, like a drumbeat. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. It becomes an anchor, not to the pain, but to life. Your mind is a powerful thing. Even as your body falters. Your thoughts can light a candle in the darkness. Direct your attention not to what you fear, but to what waits for you, your daughter's voice, your garden in spring. The sunrise you haven't seen yet, the hand you haven't held in a while. Say their names. Picture their faces. Let their love pull you back. Your grandchildren's laughter. The chair you sit in every morning. The old song you hum when no one's listening. Each one is a thread tying you to this world. And with every breath you fight to take, you weave those threads into a lifeline. You are not dying. You are surviving. And survivors repeat one thing. Just stay here. One more minute. One more breath. Even if it hurts. Even if it scares you. You don't have to be brave. You just have to be present. Let the medics find you not giving up, but hanging on. If you lose consciousness, let this be your last thought before you drift. I want to live. Not because you fear death, but because you still have stories to tell, smiles to give, and mornings to wake up to. You're not finished. Your life is still yours. And it begins again with that single whisper, stay here. Closing reflection, you are not alone in this. If you're watching this video, it means you care, deeply, about your life. And that is not weakness. That is courage. Preparing for a heart attack is not morbid. It's not pessimistic. It is love. Love for your family, your friends, your body, your days. And there is no age limit to that kind of love. You've spent decades surviving storms. Raising children. Burying loved ones. Celebrating births. Mourning losses. Earning your strength the hard way. So don't you dare believe for 1 second that your story has to end in silence. You have a right to survive. You have a right to fight. And above all, you have a right to be ready. These 7 steps are not just medical. They are spiritual. They remind you that in crisis, the smallest actions carry the greatest weight. A breath. A button. A whisper. They may be all you have. But they are more than enough. If this video helped you, share it with someone you love. Because when we prepare together, we grow stronger together. Talk to your doctor. Rehearse the steps. Make your emergency kit. But most importantly, talk to your heart. Let it know that no matter what happens, you're not giving up on it. And if one day the moment comes, you'll remember what to do. You'll breathe, call, chew, lie still, unlock, press, and focus. Not perfectly. Not heroically. Just clearly, and calmly. And that might be the reason you live to see another beautiful day. Stay here. You are loved. You are wise. You are not alone. And you are still needed.